What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tom here with Tom Reha Sports, and we're back with our Week 13 NFL spread picks. No Thursday games this week, so we get right to it Sunday afternoon. First game on slate is the Saints heading to Atlanta, taking on the Falcons. These two teams playing for the second time in the past couple weeks, so Falcons get another chance to see Taysom Hill. Both teams coming off blowout victories, the Saints against the quarterbackless Broncos last weekend, and the Falcons destroying the Raiders in a surprising outcome. Saints are 3-point favorites on the road. Defense has been incredible the last 5-6 weeks or so. I'm taking the Saints here. Game, again, could go either way. Who knows how much the Falcons learned from the first time these two teams played, but I think Saints win and cover the spread. I think they do enough on defense to really frustrate the Falcons, and they get the run game going a little bit. The Saints get a big victory. Lions-Bears. Lions coming off firing their head coach and GM, Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. Bears starting Trubisky for the second game in a row at home. Pretty much a must-win for the Bears. Matt Nagy called out the team. This is a really tough one to call. Teams play well typically after firing their coach. I'm going to take the Bears. Again, it could go either way, so go with your gut here, but I'm taking the Bears to win and cover the 3-point spread. Browns-Titans, a battle of two similar teams, same type of identity, both 8-3, both heavy on the ground, game managers at quarterback. I think Tannehill's obviously a little bit better at Q, and Vrabel is definitely better at head coach. So I think the Titans will win this game, but they are 5.5. It seems a little bit steep for me, 5.5-point favorites. So I'm going to take the Browns to beat that spread. I think Titans win by about a field goal. But I think if you're going money line, you got to take Tennessee here. Bengals-Dolphins. Dolphins are 11-point favorites at home. Tua is a game-time decision. Brandon Allen gets the nod again for the Bengals. Dolphins have a real good defense. I think they win this game and cover, whether it's Fitzpatrick or Tua. I think they win by about 2 touchdowns here. Bengals, I don't think they're going to score many points. And we're going with Miami. Jaguars-Vikings. Vikings 10-point favorites at home. This to me is a definite win for them, but 10 points seems a little bit steep. Jaguars haven't played that awful the last week or so. So I'm going to take the Jaguars to beat this spread. Definitely could backfire, but I think they win or lose by about a touchdown or less. So I'm taking Jaguars to beat the 10-point spread. Raiders-Jets. Raiders 8-point favorites in MetLife. Remember last year, Raiders got mobbed on by the Jets, and that was the demise of their playoff run, similar to what happened to them last week versus the Falcons. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to take the Raiders to cover, though. I think Jets are probably the worst team in football. You don't know what you're getting from them ever, and it's usually not good. Actually, it's never been good. So I'm taking the Raiders here. I think they do win. They do cover. Colts-Texans. Texans coming off losing Will Fuller for the season due to suspension and Bradley Roby. Tough losses, especially Fuller, man. That's really changes the whole dynamic of the Texans offense. Look for Brandon Cooks to have a pretty good day, but I think Colts will win this game. Their defense gets Buckner back. They've had some bad performances the last few weeks. They got to step it up. They're better than that, and I think they do win this game by 3 or more. Rams-Cardinals. Cardinals are 3-point underdogs at home. Both teams, again, coming off tough losses. Cardinals to the Patriots by a field goal. Rams on the last-second field goal to the Niners, who now beat them twice this year. This is another tough one to call. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I'm not super confident, probably one of my least confident picks of the week. But I'm going to take the Cardinals to win here and improve to 7-5. And as so, obviously, they would beat the 3-point spread. And then Giants-Seahawks. Colt McCoy's probably starting. I'd say almost 100% sure now he's going to be the starter. No Daniel Jones. Definitely hurts the Giants a lot. But Giants playing close games they've had all season long, other than really the Niners game back in week 3, I believe. Seahawks 11-point favorites. That's too high for me. I think the Giants will cover that, and I'm going to pick the Giants here. I don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to lose by around a touchdown, but we're taking the Giants to beat that 11-point spread. Eagles-Packers. Packers are 8.5-point favorites in Lambeau against Philly, who has been reeling. Carson Wentz apparently called himself out to the team, and it was heartfelt, whatever. You hear this stuff all the time. I'm going to take the Packers here. I think they win by around 10 points. Eagles might make it close. I think Packers pull away late and get a big home victory. Patriots, Chargers. This was a pick 'em most of the week. Now Chargers are 1.5-point favorites. I'm going to take the Pats. I think Belichick will frustrate Herbert a bit. Going to be a pretty low-scoring game as far as I see it. I think the Patriots do enough on defense and get a big victory to actually put them in a potential playoff picture. Broncos, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football. Really wish we could have had a better game. There's really not many good games at all this week. A lot of ugly, lopsided games, at least on paper. We'll see what happens, though. Usually that means it's going to be a upset-filled, crazy week. Chiefs, 14-point favorites again at home. I'm taking the Broncos here. I don't know. I don't really have much insight on this one. I just think Broncos will play better. They'll have their quarterbacks back. I think they're going to lose by less than 14. Might be 10, might be 12, might be 8. But I don't think it'll be 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to take the Broncos to cover the spread. The Monday night, first of 2 Monday nights. We also have a Tuesday night, which we'll get to in a second. Washington Steelers, 5 o'clock Monday evening. Steelers 7-point favorites. I'm taking them all the way. I've taken them in almost every game this year. Actually, have in every game, and they've pretty much come through every time. 7-point favorites coming off a close game against a division rival. Washington, obviously, they're a decent football team. They're trying to come out and compete in the NFC East, which they are. But I think Steelers will win this game pretty handily by around 10-14. So I'm taking Pittsburgh. Bills, Niners, another terrific game. Niners 1-point favorites at home in Arizona, so technically home. Shocks me a little bit here. I'm going to take Buffalo. I think Buffalo wins this game. Should be a very close game. Niners can definitely pull it out. Don't get me wrong. They're jockeying for a playoff spot, but I think the Bills are just a better team right now, healthier team, and I think they get the victory on the road. And the final game of Week 13 is Tuesday night between the Cowboys and the Ravens. No line here, but I saw on CBS Sports they had the Ravens 7.5-point favorites. That'll probably change, but in any case, I'm going to take the Cowboys, especially if the spread is 5-7 in favor of Baltimore. I think Cowboys will probably lose the game, but they should make it decently close, so I'm taking the Cowboys. Guys, as always, I appreciate you tuning in. That's all of our picks for the week. We're looking to rebound. I also put out a new video this morning just on a cool moment in NBA history, one of the better quarters in NBA playoff history, so be sure to check that out. Subscribe if you like. Comment on your picks, on your questions, anything you have, and look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a great weekend.